All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go racing. Race number 1 will have Harry Volsmir and Adam Barker on the front row. Mike Dolling and Max Gunther have the second row. Simon Zierk, Nick Sorensen will start on the third row. Mike Marshall and Kevin Gerard on the fourth. Ronnie Wimberly will not start race 1. He will be in race 2. Great to see Ronnie back out on track today as well. Waiting for the rest of the drivers to take to the grid. Everybody gridding on the back straightaway. Looks like the driver's making some last-minute fuel adjustments. Remember, the shorter race, they don't need as much fuel, but they will pack those cars full for race 2 and will still need a fuel stop this morning. As mentioned, this is a different configuration than we have seen these guys run here in the past. We'll highlight it, but the biggest one is going to be the lack of the chicane at the end of the track. That will lead to a lot more speed on that front straightaway for a lot of these drivers. Looks like everybody has taken to the grid. As mentioned, Ronnie Wimberly will not start race 1. He will be here for race number 2. Pace car begins rolling, just a half lap to get the cars warmed up, ready to go here. Harry Volsmir gonna lead him down. He catches up to the pace car. You see, they are taking the wider turn at the end of that short straightaway at the back of the track. So things a little bit different here this morning than what we have historically seen. Obviously, that chicane not in this morning as well, meaning they'll carry more speed through the final 2 turns. And that front straightaway down to turn 1, things will get really interesting. Pace car is in. Harry is in control. Harry fires. They are away. Full send and green flag in the air. Adam Barker quickly to the back bumper and is quickly looking to the outside. Down to turn 1, will we see any problems getting into 1 this time? No problems at all, everybody clears. Oh, we've got problems behind. Mike Dolling and Nick Sorensen involved. There's Dolling right in front. Oh, looks like Dolling just lets off a hair. Sorensen gets in, just barely into him. They tap, they both go around into the wall. Meanwhile, Adam Barker continues to challenge for the lead, but Max Gunther now to third. Simon Zierk up to fourth. Gunther on the attack as well. Every time they have battled for position, it looks like Kevin Gerard has had a problem back behind. Let's see where this one started at. Just gets a little too deep in the corner. A slight tap of the brakes sends him around. That corner can easily bite you. It's so easy and so tempting, some of these turns, to just send it a little too far into the turn. Harry starting the second lap with a bit of a gap on Adam Barker. Meanwhile, Max Gunther in third, still trying to attack. Mr. Consistency sitting in fourth is closing in on the leaders. Mike Marshall currently running in fifth. Mike Dolling in sixth. Nick Sorensen in seventh. Kevin Gerard in eighth. Dolling and Sorensen now quite a ways behind the leaders. About 16 seconds back. They've got a lot of ground to make up. And Harry is using every bit of the track, including getting on that long turtle there. Several of the drivers talked about not utilizing very much of the rumble strips, the turtles, being extremely careful in these turns, with so many of them are off camber and can upset the car a lot, but Harry seemed to not get the memo. He's just sending it. Harry just perfectly planted around here this morning. Out of that final turn, carrying as much speed as possible. Again, not having that chicane is making a difference in the speeds down the front stretch. Harry just set the fastest lap of the race so far. Adam Barker does not have an answer for it yet. Oh, Adam really gets the turtle there. Max Gunther still staying within striking distance. They have pulled away just a little bit from Simon Zierk in fourth. Mike Marshall, currently running in fifth, is closing the gap on Simon. Mike Dolling, Nick Sorensen, after that early incident, still battling back behind. Sorensen back to the back bumper. Simon trying to close the gap, though, on Max Gunther. As mentioned, he is starting to lose a little bit of ground here as Max, Adam, and Harry continue to push the limits of these Porsches. Harry holding the gap at about 1 second at the moment. You can see Adam is pushing right to the track limits. The drivers talked a lot about there are a few places on this track where just a hair too far exceeds track limits, and they have to be extremely careful this morning. Max still lurking back in third. The top three all within about 1 1/4 seconds. Simon in fourth, about 2 1/4 seconds back, but Mike Marshall, who had been closing in on Simon, now 2 seconds back from him, as Sorensen has gone by Dolling. And Mike Dolling has pulled off track. Mike Dolling is towed to pit road. Hey, good morning, Edmund. How are you? Have to wonder. Let's take a look at the pass by Nick Sorensen real quick. I have to wonder, was Mike Dolling out of fuel coming down this front straightaway? Did he forget to change his fuel load? Harry still in the lead. Adam and Max still second and third. Simon in fourth. Mike Marshall in fifth. Nick Sorensen currently in 6th. Kevin Gerard now up to 7th. And remember, the top 7 from this race, they will invert for race number 2. Max still lurking, and they have all closed back within about 1 second. The top 3 all just right there pushing those Porsches to the limit. Harry really pushing it. Harry not afraid to use the turtles this morning at all. That is a bit of a shock. All right, have fun, buddy. Make sure you have the league session set up this afternoon, Edmund, so Angie can get some practice in. Top 3, all Porsches still just pulling away. Simon Zierk in 4th. Dolan Curley running in 5th. Sorensen back in 6th, now 20 seconds out of the lead. Hey, cool, thanks, Edmund. Harry Volschmeer has led every bit of this race so far. Adam Barker, Max Gunther managing to keep him within about 1 second, but just unable to close the gap. And look at Harry. The way he is using those rumble strips and the turtles through the turns is impressive. That's some gutsy driving out of Harry this morning. Also of note, Harry is the only driver without an off track so far. Harry is on a mission this morning. Adam Barker, Max Gunther actually starting to lose some ground. Harry now 1.25 seconds out. Adam tried to attack earlier in the race, didn't have anything for him, could not get past him. Now we're going to see if Max has anything for Adam Barker. Simon Zierk in 4th has built himself a bit of a gap on Mike Marshall in 5th now. Nick Sorensen, meanwhile, has been closing the gap in. He was over 20 seconds behind, now just 16.9. But with 9 minutes left to go in race 1, I don't think he'll catch him. Harry just... nothing is phasing Harry this morning. Adam Barker has closed in about 1/4 second, now just 1 second behind. But does he have enough left in the car to close the gap all the way to Harry's bumper? Max Gunther currently sitting in 3rd, still within striking distance, but we have yet to see Max make any kind of aggressive move here this morning. Very common to see Max get in the slipstream of another driver and use it to make a pass on a long stretch like this, but haven't even seen him attack on the front stretch today. Everybody seems to be playing it patient and calmly here in the first half of the first race. Simon Zierk currently back and forth, still the most consistent driver out there. Just doesn't have the speed this morning to catch up to Harry. Mike Marshall, another consistent top 5 run headed toward this morning. Sorensen in 6th. Kevin Gerard now up to 7th. It'll be a big points morning for Kevin with Nicole not in the race. However, Harry winning race 1, man, that's going to be huge. Harry came into the morning 10th in points, has only raced 4 weeks. This will be his 5th race of the season. And he is on fire this morning. And that time by Harry at his first off track of the morning. Remember, we mentioned it earlier at the halfway point. Harry was the only driver that had not had an off track. Adam in 2nd and Max in 3rd. Still no real battle there. Max staying right behind him, just hoping for Adam to make a mistake this morning. Simon Zierk in 4th, Mike Marshall in 5th. Mike has started reeling. Simon back in, had gone to about 7.5 seconds behind, but has started closing that gap down now to 7 seconds. And gaining at the moment as well. Back down the front straightaway, about just over 4.5 minutes left to go in race 1. And so far, Harry has dominated, but now, if he finishes with the win, he will have to start race 2 from 7th and fight his way forward. Adam Barker in 2nd has had no answer for Harry's speed this morning. Max in 3rd has not really made any attacks. Race 2 is definitely going to be an exciting one. Simon Zierk sitting in 4th, Mike Marshall in 5th. Mike Dolling out of the race early. And he will be back for race 2, as will Ronnie Wimberly. Kevin Gerard moving up to 7th in the points, on track. Came into the morning 9th in points. Stands to make a lot of ground up in points this morning. Hey, good morning, Joey. And good morning to all the new Twitch followers. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Harry Volksmeer's laps have been extraordinarily consistent since the drop of the green. I have a feeling he is not pushing that car to its absolute limit. We could see him with a lot more speed in race 2. His lead has only gotten about, holy cow, Adam! Has only gotten about 1.5 seconds is the biggest lead he's had. Like I said, I do not think, based on the drive, the way the car is handling, and the way Harry is driving this morning, I don't think he pushed that car to its limit. Now the question is, does he get the white flag this time coming out of the final turn with 1:25? Adam Barker in second, Simon back and forth, Max currently running in third through the S's. This track does have a lot of slight uphill and downhill elements. And as we mentioned earlier, off-camber turns that can make things a little exciting at times. The drivers were also talking about the track being very slippery this morning. They had to be very careful not to slide the car through the turns. Max closes right back in on the back bumper of Adam Barker. Could we be about to see his attack? No, holy cow, Max definitely pushing it. Harry, meanwhile, has opened up to 1.5 seconds. The top three have checked out now, 8.6 seconds. On fourth place, Simon Zierk, but Harry Volksmeer, out of the final turn, Harry Volksmeer will win race number 1. Adam Barker comes home in second. And Max Gunther has a problem on the last lap. Simon comes home third. See if we can get a quick look. Max just overshot. And wow, a last lap change moves Simon into third. Let's see if we can get a word with our top three. Hey Simon, it's Doug. You got me?
Hello, Doug.
Hey, as always, some really consistent laps, but on that last lap, you come home and pull off a third place finish.
Yeah, that was a good steal from Max, so yeah, the consistency, so don't make a mistake, and in the end it pays out.
It definitely did this morning, and your lap times were obviously not the fastest out there, but definitely there wasn't a lot of variation, and that's going to be huge going into race 2, as we saw late in that race, a lot of lap times falling off.
I hope so for the longer race that the consistency is the key, and I hope then my pit stop is fast and I can get a good finish in the second race.
I'm sure you will, buddy. Great job and congratulations.
Thank you.
Simon Zierk comes home third. Adam Barker finishes second. Adam, you were flying this morning. You and Max had great pace. Just needed a little bit more.
Yeah, just need to keep that consistency a little bit higher. A few little mistakes meant Harry could just create that second gap, and then it was hard to pick him back up after that. Yeah, really good. Max is just flying as usual, and Harry is super quick around this track. So it's going to be an interesting one for the 50-minute one.
I have to ask, it looked like you might have had something for Harry in the early go when you started attacking almost on the first lap, but do you have a hope of getting to in front of him quicker? Would that benefit you?
I'm not sure. It's gonna be interesting. Obviously, we're starting from the back, so it's who can cut through the pack quickest. I feel like I had a few tenths on him every now and then, but I just couldn't keep the lap times consistent enough. I felt like I gained a couple of tenths, and then I did something to lose maybe a second, and then I bring it back for the next 5 laps or so, and then I do the same thing again. So it'll be interesting. If I can cut the small little mistakes out, then definitely fighting for the win.
Well, great job in race 1. Good luck in the second one, buddy.
Thank you.
Adam Barker finishes second, but Harry Volsmeer wins again. Harry, that was a great win this morning, and I honestly said halfway through the broadcast, I thought you could probably go faster.
No, I couldn't. I wish I could.
I've seen you throw the car around a lot more aggressively than that in the past. I really thought you had more speed out there, but still, I mean, nobody could touch you. You kept that gap at about 1 to 1.5 seconds, and they couldn't get close.
I'm happy with that. I don't want any more my bumper.
I got.
Second is nice.
Well, now you got to come from 7th place. Can you fight your way back to the front and sweep the morning?
Well, I doubt it. It's hard to overtake. Adam is in front of me. Max is in front of me, and they were, well, all same speed, so I doubt it. But we'll see. We try. Well, accidents happen.
They do. Good luck, Harry. An awesome first race, man.
Thank you.
Harry Volsmeer gets the win in race 1. Kevin Gerard trying to make it through the race, but bad weather in northern Missouri could cause some problems. Hopefully not, as it looks like Kevin could stand to make up a lot of ground in the points today. Interesting note that with Andrew Lau out, Adam Barker will close the gap up on the leader this morning. With Yannick and Rudolf Gunther out, Max Gunther stands to make up a lot of ground. Oh! Oh! Let's see. Unfortunately, we did not get the replay on that. Crap. All right, ladies and gentlemen, race number 2 will have Kevin Gerard and Nick Sorensen on the front row. Mike Marshall and Max Gunther have the second row. Simon Zierk, Adam Barker on the third row. Harry Volsmuir, Mike Doling on the third row, or on the fourth row rather. Ronnie Wimberly will take to the track, rounding out the field. Hey, good morning, Russell. How are you, buddy? Looks like we're just waiting on Ronnie. He did say he was going to make race number 2. So hopefully Ronnie will take to the track. It does not look like it. Andrew Lau is watching his points lead shrink from the beach. Good thing you got a drop race for today, huh, buddy? Russell, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Heartbreaking. Hopefully that hand heals quickly. We're going to miss you out on track. I did hear in pre-race this morning, Adam Barker, who's second in points, saying something about, he just kept saying, Andrew who? Oh, I got this. All right, here we go out of the final turn. Kevin Gerard controls the start. He fires, they are away. Green flag is in the air. Sorensen quickly moving to second. Mike Marshall trying to make a move to the inside for turn 1. They're 3 wide through 1. That was gutsy. Adam Barker wisely backed out of that one. Russell, we're going to miss you too, buddy. And, oh! Zierk and Barker and Harry get together. Wow. Russell, I have some thoughts to help you out. I'll message you later, buddy. Kevin Gerard still has the lead. What a wild start we have had to this one. Watch this through turn 1. Adam Barker ends up in the middle, 3 wide, backs out of it wisely. Then we saw a 4 wide again a few minutes later. Kevin Gerard still has the lead. Mike Marshall in second. Max Gunther already up to third. Max trying to make an attack on the high side. Marshall moves down to the bottom. And we're about to get nasty into turn 1. Gerard backs out. Harry already on the move as well. Volsmuir up to third. And Mike Marshall goes to the lead. A lot happening on the second lap of the race. Nick Sorensen up into 4th, Adam Barker in 5th. Barker has twice tried to make move forward, got stuck in the middle of a 3 wide. And watch. of Simon in the middle of that one, and Adam gets a little bump to the outside. Adam currently in fourth, is still making his way forward. Pole sitter Kevin Gerard, after the second lap, drifts back into seventh. Had a great first lap, and I do believe his first ever GT3 NSS leading a lap. His rookie race looked like he was going to be extremely fast until a driver massively overshot a turn. Harry Volschmier, who won race number one, now up into third with Adam in fourth, Sorensen in fifth, Simon in sixth. Simon taking third place from Max Gunther on the final turn of the final lap in race one. Andrew Lau watching from the beach. Who is your pick to win this morning, buddy? Kevin Gerard has had a problem back behind. Oh, that turn caught him again. That turn is brutal. So easy to overdrive it. Andrew Lau saying anyone besides Adam for the win. I can't imagine why you would want that. Adam all over Harry's back bumper, and Mike Marshall with Max Gunther on his bumper starting to pull a little bit of a gap on Harry, now 3/4 of a second ahead. The BMWs of Simon Zierk and Nick Sorensen 5th and 6th. Mike Dolling in 7th, Kevin Gerard in 8th, Ronnie Wimberly not taken to the track, surprisingly. We were expecting Ronnie to start race 2. Whoa! Oh, holy cow, Mike Marshall has a big problem, and Harry, Max Gunther has to check up. Harry goes on the attack. Harry able to take advantage. Max trying to set back up to the outside. Adam looks 3 wide again. Adam wisely backs out. Last time he was 3 wide, almost got bumped off the track. Harry always in position to capitalize on somebody else's mistake. Once again, capitalizes on Mike Marshall checking out Max Gunther. But guess who has the fastest lap so far this morning, folks? Mr. Consistency, Simon Zierk. And meanwhile, Nick Sorensen goes by. Max trying to make it go around on the high side on Harry, couldn't get there. That is one of the few places on this track that you can make an attack up top because you carry so much momentum through the 3rd and 4th turns. And now Harry's starting to look like he wants the lead back from Mike Marshall. Harry said he did not expect to pull off the... Wow, Harry's using all of the track. And Simon Zierk is off. Simon, Simon had to, wow, that was just bad luck. Sorensen just losing it, ended up hitting the turtle, sending himself off. Meanwhile, look at this. Harry now to second. Marshall is pulled away. Max and Adam were battling. Adam takes third. A lot of crazy battles out here this morning. Mike Dalling currently sits in 5th, Sorensen 6th, Simon Zierk in 7th, Kevin Gerard in 8th. Mike Marshall out front has just managed to maintain some very consistent lap times. Not the fastest lap times we have seen this morning, but with them battling back behind, it has benefited him dramatically. He has a 1.5 second lead on Harry at the moment. Great run by Adam Barker so far, overcoming a lot in that first 2 laps. Harry is starting to close in on Mike Marshall, but Adam Barker just set the fastest lap of the race. Adam using every bit of the track here. And Harry Volsmir on the attack. Oh, Marshall goes wide. He's off in the gravel. Harry Volsmir to the lead. Adam slips by for second. Harry now to the lead and in clean air. Adam set the fastest lap of the race last time by. But can he close the gap on Harry? He couldn't do anything with Harry in race 1. Can he here? Harry will see the pass as Mike Marshall. Harry tries to set up. Mike just goes a little too deep through the sand. Has to check up and they slip by. Max Gunther has lost a position now, going back to 4th. Mike Marshall managed to hold on to 3rd, but Max having some problems yet again. Max had a top 3 run going until the final turn of the final lap of race 1. Mike Dolling still in 5th place. Here we go. Max trying to take... Whoa! Max tries to take 3rd on the high side. And looked like Mike got on the brakes a little too early. Tried to undercut and went through the infield a little. Now Max Gunther to 3rd. Sets his sights on Adam in 2nd. Meanwhile, Harry is already pulled out to a 1.5 second lead. Mike Marshall in 4th is also under attack as the Minister of Defense has caught him. Mike Dolling now right on Mike Marshall's back bumper. And Harry Volsmir just set the fastest lap of the race, the only lap in the 141s so far. Adam Barker still trying to close that gap down. Max Gunther also trying to close in, but he is losing ground to the top 2, now 2.25 seconds back. Oh, Mike Marshall swings it a little wide, trying to keep Dolling behind him. Sorensen back in 6th, Simon Zierk in 7th. Those two drivers having the earlier incident. Sorensen's last race was at VIR about 4 weeks ago. Great to see him back out on track, especially knowing he won race 2 at Daytona earlier in the season. Oh, Sorensen drifts it through the final turn and gets the wall. Nick Sorensen, Catalunya drift. Simon Zierk now up into 6th place, sets his sights on Mike Dolling and Mike Marshall, but Harry Volsmir continues to lay down faster and faster laps, last time by a 141.8. And still the only driver to turn a 141 this morning. Harry was definitely not confident about race number 2. Did not expect to sweep the morning, but as long as he has a great pit stop, he has got this thing licked. However, we are just a few minutes from seeing drivers hit pit road. Oh, Harry! The leader is off track hard into the wall. Heavy damage. Looked like he just barely missed his braking point, slid through turn 1. He gets rolling again, but man, significant front end damage on the Porsche. Harry has now moved back to third, and Adam Barker has gone to the lead and has a 4.5 second lead over Max Gunther. This is definitely not what Andrew Lau wanted to see this morning. That'll teach you to take vacation, Andrew. Harry now back in third. How soon will he be in for repairs? As we saw, he's got significant right side and front end damage on the Porsche. But a few more minutes, he needs to limp that car around to make his fuel stop and do it all in one stop. He does not come in. Now as Mike Marshall and Mike Dolling right there with him. Harry is about 3 seconds behind Max. Max about 4.5 seconds behind Adam Barker. Adam's got some breathing room now as well. Will he begin to conserve the car? Max still running in second. Harry in third is actually pulling away from both Mikes. Mike Marshall in fourth, Mike Dolling in fifth. Simon Zierk able to take sixth place after Nick Sorensen's drift through the final turn. Harry was pulling away and had a almost 2 second lead when he had the incident at turn one. After pit stops, can he run him back down? Mike and Mike have stayed nose to tail in fourth and fifth place for quite some time. Simon Zierk about 14 seconds back with Nick Sorensen about 3 seconds behind him. Zierk is actually reeling in the mics. And Adam Barker is extending his lead. Max Gunther in second just does not have an answer for Adam's speed this morning. Meanwhile, Harry Voltsmeer in third is reeling Max in. They've got about 2 more laps before they can go the distance on fuel from their stop. Simon Zierk had a moment. Oh, Simon popping a wheelie. Did he take any damage from that is the question. Does not look like there's any damage to the body. But Zierk is headed to pit road. Did it damage the steering? Simon Zierk the first to hit pit road about a lap early. Harry in third, about 3.3 seconds back. He has been reeling the leaders in, though. Mike Marshall, Mike Doling still continue to roll around 4th and 5th. Marshall putting a little bit of breathing room, a couple of car lengths between them. Adam Barker choosing to stay out another lap. How many do we see come in here? Max stays out. Harry is going to stay out. Mike Marshall, Mike Doling stay out. Nick Sorensen, Kevin Gerard headed toward pit road entry. Will either of them stay out? Sorensen heads to pit road. Gerard now up to 7th with Simon Zierk back to 8th. Simon has had a rough morning. He got lucky to pull off a 3rd place finish in race 1, but race 2 the luck has definitely changed. Kevin Gerard bypasses pit road. Expect to see almost everybody in this time. Adam Barker continues to lead. Harry had been reeling in the top 2, but has fallen a little bit back behind now. Once he hits pit road, gets repairs, we'll see if he can turn it around. Kyle, you definitely do. Harry's on pit road. Next week, Kyle, they are at Le Mans, then Phillip Island, and finishing the season at Mount Panorama. You need to make all 3 of them. Harry is on pit road. He is taking tires, fuel, and repairs. Expect to see the rest of the field in this time. Surprised we didn't see more in last time by. Harry on his way off pit road now. With the fresh tires and repairs, can Harry make up the ground he lost in that incident in turn 1 earlier on? Oh, Kyle, I completely understand, buddy. Adam Barker coming around. Will he hit pit road this time? No! Max does not come to pit road. Does either Mike come in? Mike Marshall stays out. Mike Doling stays out. Harry completing his pit stop and on 4 fresh tires. The car fully repaired and up to speed. Simon Zierk has also completed his pit stop. Wow. The drivers did say the track was very slick this morning. Very slippery. Seeing a lot of drifting. Max now 6.2 seconds behind leader Adam Barker. Mike Marshall and Mike Dolling another 6 seconds back in third and fourth. Harry in fifth, about 36 seconds back, but Harry has completed his pit stop. Do we see the field on pit road this time? Adam Barker, the leader, is on pit road. Max Gunther is headed to pit road. Mike Marshall headed to pit road, as does Mike Dolling. This is Harry Volsmeer's opportunity to make up some ground. Kevin Gerard now in 6th place. Simon Zierk in 7th. Nick Sorensen in 8th. Harry knows that the rest of the field is on pit road. How much ground can he make up while they are in? Adam Barker is on his way off. Adam Barker off pit road. Max Gunther on his way out. Mike Dolling on his way out. Mike Marshall on his way out. Harry Volsmeer just set the fastest lap of the race, and he's going to move back into third. Not only that, he is 1 second behind second place Max Gunther. This would be quite a comeback. Kevin Gerard on pit road. This will be quite a comeback if Harry can run him down and reclaim the lead. Harry is still the only driver to set a lap time in the 141. Harry's got the run down to the inside for second place. Can he make it stick? Oh, they get close out of the turn. It's a drag race. Now Harry to the outside. Harry sends it deeper in. Harry back to second. But now Max in third has Mike Marshall and Mike Dolling right there. Adam Barker 12.3 seconds ahead in the lead. Does Harry have the time and the speed to close the gap? He's already pulling away from Max. Mike Marshall had a little bobble out of the turn there. Harry using every bit of the track, making sure he gets turn one right every time. Max catches up to his bumper, but on corner exit, Harry is gone. Max Gunther sits in third, Mike Marshall in fourth, Mike Dolling in fifth. Adams lead about 12 and a half seconds. Harry is gaining a little, but it is a very small amount. Right now, Adam has a lot of breathing room. Mike Marshall and Mike Dolling are battling now for fourth. This is quite a battle. Dolling shoots down to the inside, outbreaks him into the turn. Marshall cuts under and retakes the spot. Adam Barker's lead over Harry now down to 11.7 seconds. Lap traffic gonna come into play here. If Harry times it right, he could use the Ferrari of Kevin Gerard, use his slipstream to pick up a couple hundredths of a second here. Back onto that back straightaway, Kevin pulls over. Harry keeps sending it. The gap continuing to shrink, now 11.6 seconds. Max Gunther still lurks in third. Mike Marshall in fourth. Mike Dolling in fifth. Simon Zierk currently in sixth. Nick Sorensen in seventh. Kevin Gerard in eighth. Adam Barker out front, setting consistent laps, still has an 11.2 second lead over Harry Volsmere with 14 and a little over 14 and a half minutes to go. We have seen drivers run them down from further back. We've seen Giancarlo come from 30 or more seconds back. Can Harry Volsmere pull that off this morning? Harry has been the fastest all morning, winning race number one. The only driver to sweep all season long was Adam Barker at Aragon. Could Harry pull off only the second sweep of the season? The gap now down to 10.5 seconds. Harry is flying. Last time by, he was 0.7 of a second faster than the leader. He is faster lap in and lap out, but does he have the time? Max Gunther sits in third, doing his absolute best to stay close. Mike Dolling and Mike Marshall continue to hold fourth and fifth. Marshall occasionally going on the attack, but now that Dolling has gotten by and taken fourth, it is very hard to pass the Minister of Defense. Max Gunther just set the fastest lap of the race, only the second driver to get in the 141s. Does he still have something left in the Porsche? Harry has closed the gap down now to 9.5 seconds. Mike Dolling starting to pull a bit of a gap on Mike Marshall. Simon Zierk, Nick Sorensen now nose to tail the two BMWs. Barker's lead continuing to shrink. Max Gunther still staying on Harry's back bumper. They are now under 9 seconds behind the leader. Ten to 11 more laps to go here this morning, estimated, which means that Harry needs to gain almost a full second a lap on Adam Barker. Last time by, he was exactly 1 second faster. Max hanging with them is truly an impressive run. Looks like Adam Barker is the only driver in the top 3 that did not take fresh tires on that pit stop. Harry Volsmir and it looks like Max Gunther both took 4 tires. Does not look like Mike Marshall, Mike Dalling, or Simon Zierk took tires. Some shade now down the front straightaway, cooling the track, might cool the tires just a little bit. Harry now 8 1/4 seconds back. Max able to use the slipstream, closes right up to Max's bumper, or to Harry's bumper rather. But is Max saving anything to be able to make a pass? The gap to the leader now under 8 seconds, almost 7.5 seconds. Don't forget to tune in tonight, 7:30 Eastern. BRR Cup Series is back. And they are at Talladega tonight for the regular season finale. You know that is going to be a huge event. Several drivers separated by just 1 or 2 points coming into tonight. Things are going to get exciting. And it's Talladega. Max still in Harry's tire tracks. Harry down to 7 1/4 seconds behind the leader. Just under 8 minutes left to go. Harry and Max are doing anything and everything they can to catch up to Adam Barker. And if Andrew Lau is still watching right now, he is cheering on Harry in a big way. Despite today being one of Andrew Lau, the points leader's drop races, a win by Adam Barker would close the points up dramatically. Harry now 6.5 seconds behind the leader and closing quickly. Every turn, it seems, Harry is gaining a couple tenths of a second Now under 6 seconds behind the leader. Mike Dolling has had a problem back behind. Mike coming down into the final turn, a bit of the rumble strip, goes wide through the sand. But Mike Marshall had lost a little too much ground, couldn't capitalize. Adam Barker continues to lead, but for how much longer? Harry and Max are on the attack. Now just over 5 seconds behind. Mike Dolling sits in fourth. Mike Marshall. Ooh, Mike having some problems there. Mike in fifth. Nick Sorensen in sixth has pulled a little bit of a gap on Simon Zierk in seventh. Kevin Gerard still on track in eighth. This will see a bit of a shakeup in the points after this morning. Harry now less than 4.5 seconds behind leader Adam Barker. He can see him. Taking a ride inside Harry's car. Downhill left-hand turn off camber just a little bit. There you see just ahead the leader. Getting every bit of the rumble strip, using the turtles, doing everything he can to close that gap. Sets up wide, cuts the apex perfectly to carry the momentum off the turn. Waiting as late as possible to get off the throttle on the gas, hits the apex. Easing back onto the throttle as quickly as possible. Second to last turn, still on throttle, carrying as much speed as possible. Hits the apex, flutters the throttle back on it hard down the front stretch, under 2.5 seconds behind the leader. Kevin Gerard has had a problem. Oh, looks like Kevin goes wide, gets the sand hard to the inside wall. Kevin keeps it rolling, has gone to pit road, got it repaired, and come back out. In the meantime, Harry has put some distance between him and Max Gunther and closed the distance on the leader, Adam Barker. Harry now just 1.1 second behind. Adam cannot afford to make a single mistake here. And Adam definitely needs to see the white flag when he crosses the start-finish line. Harry is under 1 second behind the leader. And Andrew Lau is Harry Volsmeer's biggest fan today. Harry is there. Through the second to last turn, we're going to try and see if we see a white flag this time. Hope somebody, Harry was going too fast. I didn't catch a glimpse of the flagman. It may not matter last lap or not. Harry is on Adam's bumper. After the incident in turn 1, it ended up lost 3 spots. Holy cow! Harry, no! Let's take a look at what ended Harry's charge. Right on Adam's bumper, tried to look down to the inside, had to check up to not hit Adam, and it sent him into the grass. Harry now back to 3rd place, and Adam Barker has gone to 2nd. Max is on the attack. Adam pulls a little bit ahead. Max pulls back. Max takes the lead. Adam now to 2nd. Harry in 3rd is closed back up. And out of the final turn with a last lap pass, Max Gunther pulls off the win in race 2. Adam Barker coming home in 2nd. Harry Volsmeer pulls home a 3rd place. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Harry. Harry, that was the most impressive charge back I have ever seen.
I make too many mistakes.
Man, I honestly thought on that last lap you had him until you hit the grass, and I think there was a lot of us saying, "No, Harry, no." I know, man. It was an impressive run, over 13 seconds behind to come back and run Adam down. That was awesome.
Yeah, new tires, and he didn't, so that's the difference.
Well, it definitely paid off. The strategy paid off, and man, as far as I'm concerned, you won this race based on that charge alone, buddy.
Yeah, well, I didn't. But it was fun.
But it definitely looked like that, man. Congratulations. That was the best run we've seen all season.
Thank you.
Here he comes home in 3rd place. Adam Barker finishes 2nd. Adam, you had a big opportunity to catch Andrew in the points, but I have to say, Andrew was in the comments saying, "Go Max, go Harry, go anybody but Adam."
Yeah, well, I got a black flag at the end anyway, so I came 7th. So it.
What did you get a black flag for?
Yeah, it's Harry and Mike are with me.
What did you get black flagged for?
I got 2 incident points on the last lap that gave me a drive-through.
Oh, that is heartbreaking. Well, a great run and a great job tonight, this morning, man.
Yeah, thank you.
So Adam Barker with a last lap black flag comes home. Will be scored apparently in 7th, and Max Gunther pulls off the win with a last lap pass. Max, that last lap was quite a show, buddy.
Yeah, that last lap. I think I'm sweating. Like I'm totally wet. Yeah, it was really intense. First with Harry, where he nearly spun after touching Adam, and then Adam. Yeah, it was a great race.
It definitely was. You guys put on one heck of a show this morning, and man, that last couple laps, the 3 of you, and you even hanging with Harry to run Adam down was a really impressive run.
Yeah, I was counting on that. Harry and Adam start battling, and I can benefit from it. And well, seems like I did benefit from it.
It definitely does. Well, a great win today, Max. Congratulations. You definitely represented Team Gunther this morning.
Thank you very much, Doug. Thank you.
Max Gunther gets the win, and a last lap penalty will put Adam Barker back to seventh with seventh place finish. So yeah, that's going to shake the points up even more. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. We'll see you at 7:30 Eastern tonight for BRR Cup Racing. Have a great day, everybody.